X-Men Origins Wolverine for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. And it's also a multi-platform game, but I really don't give a shit about any of the others. This is uh, almost a God of War clone with Wolverine thrown in the mix and put in the X-Men universe, and that's one of the best ways I could sum this game up real quick. Um, it's a really good outlet for it. I was surprised at how much I actually like the game. It it was really good to put a front man such as Wolverine in this type of game. The guy is practically fucking indestructible. So why not give him a whole bunch of dumb AI enemies to try to attack him while he rips them to shreds? It was pretty fun, but I had some other thoughts on the game. The graphics, they were pretty good. I really am not going to complain about them. They were pretty goddamn good. And I really liked some of the textures in the trees and such. Some of the enemy textures look pretty goddamn bad, but the actual boss textures, they look decent at best. And they did a really good job at capturing Hugh Jackman's look for playing Wolverine. So I did enjoy that. And another thing I also really enjoy is as you were seeing Wolverine get shot, you would see him actually taking damage, see him get slashed by something. You'd see the slash. That was really cool. And you'd see it heal up as well. So that was a really nice touch. The audio, it was also pretty good. They had some standard sounds such as dying enemies. And there was also some really cool ones, such as Wolverine bending somebody backwards, taking his claws from the throat down and ripping all the way down, cutting them in half. And I thought that was pretty visceral and pretty damn cool. So I kind of like the audio in this game. As for the gameplay, as I said, it's pretty much just God of War with Wolverine in it. With that said, you're going to be killing a lot of people in stylish combo ways. You have a grab button that'll instant kill most normal enemies. You're going to be getting orbs as you kill people, experience as you kill people, and use all of this to help Wolverine level up his skills and such. You could upgrade his claws to make him do more damage, give him more health, make his skills do more damage, that kind of shit that you'd come to expect out of an action-adventure game anymore. They also did add in another thing I kind of liked, which was the mutagens, which they're little secret things you find throughout the game, and you equip them to Wolverine to help his other abilities, such as you find one that lets him regenerate faster, one that reduces damage, one that does, gives him an ability to dish out more damage, that kind of stuff. And that's a nice little touch. Lets you customize Wolverine a little bit to how you see fit. So I kind of liked it. The game also has a ton of puzzles, and the puzzles, they're not fun like you would come to expect out of a game like God of War. They are just there, and they feel like they're fucking there only to take up more time in the game. Which, whenever a puzzle becomes more of a task rather than actually something that's going to challenge your mind, that's where it kind of fails for me in my eyes. So I really didn't enjoy the puzzles in this game. With that said, also, another thing I really didn't enjoy was a lot of the boss fights. You would think Wolverine going up against some of the more memorable villains, such as, the Blob and Gambit and Sabretooth, they're all kind of lackluster fights. They're just dragged on and on for no reason. So I don't know. I really didn't enjoy too much of the boss fights, other than maybe a boss fight against one of the Sentinels, which I thought was pretty cool. The game was pretty long, and it was almost a little bit too long for my liking. It was about 9-10 hours long, and I came into it expecting maybe 5 hours of playtime. So, needless to say, about about 2-3 hours towards the end, I just wanted the goddamn game to be over with. It's a good game by all means. It's pretty good, but it's not that good. It's not going to make me forget about God of War anytime soon, and I could tell you that. I'm going to go ahead and say, with X-Men Origins, overall, there's not a whole bunch to bring you back to playing this game once it's finished. It has a really shitty story. It barely follows the film at all, and nevertheless, it doesn't really follow any of the Origins comics. So it tries to create some other whole story aspect of Wolverine going to Africa, blah, 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 blah. I really didn't give a shit. It wasn't that good. The voice acting was good, and I can give it that to its own credit. So, overall, there's not a whole bunch that's going to be bringing you back to this game. There's a hard mode that unlocks afterwards. If you want to fully level up Wolverine and find all his alternate outfits and shit, you can do that. But I really don't see you wanting to do that after this game's over. Overall, this is one hell of a rental. It is a very flawed game, but it's hard to just look at those flaws and say anything bad about it because the core gameplay is violent, fun, and just overall a pretty good experience. I'm going to go ahead and give Wolverine Origins for the Xbox 360 and PS3 a 7 out of 10. It is a fun game. It is flawed, but it is one hell of a ride. I would go ahead and rent this if you get a chance. I would not buy this game by any means. This would, however, be a pretty good game if you are an Xbox 360 owner and never got a chance to play God of War or God of War 2 on the PS2. This would be a great chance to play a game that's very, very similar to it. Anyways, that's all I got for this review. Take it easy.